If you do what I say in this video, your personal statement will be perfect. Hi guys, my name is Jali and welcome to my channel. This video is about writing a personal statement, which is also called self-introduction or motivation letter. Before we start, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel where you'll see many useful videos about self-development and life in Korea. So you are more than welcome to subscribe. Your one click will make me super happy. And now let's get into the video content. Number 1, first sentence impression, or first 2 sentences impression. So what does this mean? Professors reading your personal statement read dozens of other personal statements in one day. So you want to be remembered. You don't want to be like others. You want to attract their attention from the very first seconds. So how to do this? Focus on 2 things. First, the major you apply for. Second, your key strengths or motivation. Start your personal statement with a sentence that will show the reader why is it exactly you who should be chosen for this opportunity. Sometimes professors either read the letter superficially or they don't even read them till the very end. You don't want this, right? So catch their attention with your first sentence in a way that you become an interesting candidate. This will contribute a lot to your success. Number 2, don't write unnecessary information such as, hello, my name is blah blah blah, I'm from blah blah blah, and I want to apply to blah 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 university. No. They already know this. You already mentioned in your application form. This is unnecessary information because you have limited space in your personal statement and you don't want to fill it with something that does not make an impression. Listen. So the whole letter should make an impression. This is related to the first point as well, but like you have to try to make an impression with each of your sentence. So when you write your personal statement, just try to look at it from the eyes of a reader, of a professor, of a person who should choose only best candidates, why it should be you. This is why you have to try to eliminate each and every sentence that does not contain any impressive information. Okay? So, I mean, like, of course, you will have to include some sentences with basic information in order to explain something, but the content should be impressive. Remember this. Number 3, be specific and concrete. What I mean by this is that if you want your letter to look authentic and truthful, you should be specific about your achievements and background that you write in your letters. I don't say that you should write long and detailed information. No. For example, don't say that I speak English fluently. Say that my IELTS level is 7.5 and I had an experience of working with foreigners in blah 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 company on position blah blah blah. Or don't say that I'm interested in business. Say I plan to start X business by learning Y skills and achieve Z outcomes. These are just examples. Just be specific and be concrete. They should believe that everything that you write is really true. Number 4, mention your greatest achievements in your life. So even if those achievements are not related to Korea or to your major or anything else, still you should mention it because it's important to show that you're not just a random person who wants to study in Korea for free. They should know that you're a talented candidate who already achieved a lot in life, and this means that you will be doing a great job when you come to Korea too. For example, you published a book, mention it. You have a popular YouTube channel, mention it. You won a cup or an important award or like took a first place in any competition, mention it. Number 5, don't make your letters too long. If you are given a maximum of 2 pages for your personal statement, do not fill in those pages entirely. At the same time, I do not recommend writing too short. Ideally, I would recommend you to write a little more than the half of the maximum. Basically, if you're given 2 pages for your personal statement, write a little more than 1 page. Let me explain you why. First of all, no one likes reading lengthy texts. Secondly, when you try to fill those space entirely, unconsciously you will write unnecessary information. One very good person who was helping me with my personal statement told me one interesting thing. So I would send him my paper and he would criticize it. So I would change it. And after I work on it and he would criticize it again, and like multiple times I had to change my paper based on his criticism. And during this time, I learned a lot about writing a letter. And in the end, I compared my first version of paper and the last version, and I was really shocked by the extent it improved. I hope I remember it correctly. So he told me once a person in the war sent a very long letter to someone, and he started his letter with the sentence, "I'm sorry for such a long letter, I did not have enough time." So this means that a person should dedicate time to write only meaningful information. So perfect is not when there's nothing more to add, it's when there's nothing more to extract. This means that your letter should not be very long, containing lots of information. It should be average, not too short, not too long in case of GKS letter. It should be like okay, like average, but include information that makes sense. Of course, if you have a very, very rich background, lots of achievements in your life, and a lot to say, which is really related to what you're applying for, then probably you will fill in those two letters. But like it should not be like just a long letter. It should like make an interest for the reader so that he reads it till the end. That's why I do recommend you to write only meaningful information, trying to eliminate everything unnecessary, and don't try to fill in those 2 pages. Fill those 2 pages only in the case you really do have to say a lot. Number 6, be simple yet professional. What I mean by being professional is that you should write your letter in a formal and official way using high-level English. Your words should be chosen and your sentences should be constructed professionally so that the reader feels the quality of the letter and your seriousness while reading your personal statement. What I mean by being simple is that you should not use too difficult and rare words, and you should not make your sentences too long because it will confuse the reader and make it difficult for him to understand what you want to say. Words and sentences should be professional but not difficult to understand. Finally, number 7, proofread your letter. Making mistakes in your letter will ruin everything. Even if your content is perfect, even if your background is sparkling, it may all fade behind the mistakes that you make in your paper. If your English is not perfect, I would recommend you to do this. So follow all these 3 steps to make your letter grammatically perfect. First step, write your letter and check it yourself. Second step, use AI to proofread your letter and check and fix all grammatical and mechanical mistakes. And step number 3, ask any English teacher to read your final version of letter entirely and make corrections if needed. I can't explain how important it is, so please make sure that your letter is grammatically flawless. So guys, these are all the steps that I wanted to share with you. I promise if you follow them all, you're gonna have the best version of your personal statement. So make sure to follow them all. And if you guys like this video, please thumbs up for it and subscribe to my channel. It will make me the happiest person. And if you have any further questions, please write in the comment section. I will try to answer them all. And see you in my next video. Bye!